That's from the room next door. First, one question for each. Ollie, we saw Phil Jones didn't travel. Is there anybody else that wasn't able to travel? Is there any fitness news? And Brandon, you started the season with the reserve team. You've stepped up and now going to be ending it playing in the major finals for Man United. How's that feel?
Yeah, I think it's been a crazy season for me, myself and my family, to be honest. And we've been obviously I started with the reserves, and now I'm playing with the first team, and I just want to carry it on and play as many games as possible.
And for me, we've travelled with a big squad. Of course, Phil, Axel, and Luke are the three that we've left behind.
David McDonald from the Daily Mirror.
Hi.
International managers in the past have talked about difficulties of keeping players stimulated during a tournament. I mean, with the lockdown measures in place as well, it's even more difficult for you. How do you intend to keep the players, entertained and stop them from going stir crazy? Because you presumably, obviously could be out here for the best part of 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I think. Of course, we've put plans in place, but for me, it's only about this game now. You can't think too far ahead. It's a knockout tournament. If you don't perform, you're going home. So if we go through, then we got a few days for the next game. But at the moment, we don't have that problem.
Samuel Luckhurst from the Manchester Evening News.
Great. Brandon, it was you've had such a great season with the breakthrough coming relatively late, where you didn't go on the pre-season tour. I mean, at what stage did you feel as though you were completely in the first team squad for the rest of the season, that you very much belonged there?
I think it's not a case of that, because at any time I can drop down into the 23s and I could pick up an injury or anything. So I'm just focused on what I'm doing, and I want to keep working hard, keep on improving what I need to improve on, and try and play as many games as a club as I can.
Simon Stone, BBC.
Brandon, do you really think you could get dropped down to the under-23s? I mean, you've had an incredible journey so far.
Yeah, I think it's just down to myself to keep on improving and keep myself fit and ready to play every game like I am, and I'm always ready for the next game. And now we've got games coming up, but we've got a game tomorrow, and it's a one-off game, so we need to win.
Andy Mitten. Sorry, can you start again, Andy? We couldn't quite hear that.
Is this okay? Can you hear me now?
Yep, can hear you.
Hi, Ole. Can you describe your relationship with Sally as a player, as a manager? You know him very well. You've watched him and his progress at FC Copenhagen and his type of personality.
Well, I've known Ståle since, I played against him the first time in '95, so I've known him for years. He's had a very good career as a player. He was always the one we looked to when we played against them to stop him playing, creative midfielder. Then he's had a fantastic coaching career. He started off with his home team, hometown, HamKam. Then he's been at Copenhagen two spells, been in Germany, here in Cologne, been in the championship with Wolves. So in a similar way, he's had his ups and downs, but he's really come through again. He's leaving a legacy at Copenhagen. Now they're in the quarters for the first time, so it's step by step for him. I went to Copenhagen to do my study visit for the pro license, which was very kind of him to let me in, and they lost to Chelsea, so hopefully this time they'll lose to us.
Paul Hurst, The Times. Hi, Paul.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah. Hi, Ole, you've obviously been playing behind closed doors for quite a while now, but is it still a bit kind of strange playing in such an important kind of run of fixtures now, like a big European final. There's not going to be many fans here.
I think it is strange, and it is not football as it should be. And I think it's changed a little bit. I think, that little bit of that passion and the edge to the game is missing, because the fans, they've got to be there. But our players, I have to commend our players. They've done really well. They've handled the situation really well. And I know our fans can't wait to get back at Old Trafford and support us. So we'll just have to try to make the most of this this Europa League now, and hopefully get as far as we can. And so they're looking forward even more to seeing the players.
Carrie Brown, Be In Sport. Hi, Carrie.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi, Ollie. I want to ask you about Paul Pogba. A year ago, he talked about needing a new challenge, but yesterday he posted a video celebrating his 4th-year anniversary of returning to Manchester United. Got the same haircut that he had on that announcement. What does it mean to you as a coach that he's now happy to be at this club and looking forward, it seems, to an exciting future?
I've answered numerous of questions on Paul, and we're delighted that he's back playing. He's fit. He's enjoying his football. Of course, he's got time to, or lost. He's got to make up for lost time, and he's trying to do that. He's training extra. He's always a great personality in and around the place, and hopefully we can see him lift this trophy that he's done before. He's professional. He's a fantastic boy, and I'm delighted that we've got him in the team.
Sam Matterface, TalkSport.
Hi, Ollie. Generally, but not always, you've selected Sergio Romero in your cup games. How difficult is it for you to have to make a choice between your 2 goalkeepers for the rest of this tournament?
That's an obvious question, because I think I must be the most privileged manager in the world with the goalkeeper department we've got, with Sergio, David, and you've got Dean Henderson as well coming back. So you've got 3 there, top keepers. And this Europa League, or this season, has shown again how important Sergio has been to us. And for me also, David's been always performing there. So we'll see what we do rest of the season and going forward. Difficult, yeah, of course it is. But that's a nice problem to have.
Laurie Whitwell, The Athletic.
Hi Brandon, question for you if that's okay. You play with such personality and aggression on the pitch. I just wondered where that comes from. And also you've played in different positions, left wing back, left back, I think even right wing against Liverpool. I wondered if you had any thoughts on where you play on the pitch.
Yeah, I think it's from when I've been a kid here, and from the age of 8, it's drilled into you from a young age what this club means, and it's part of the DNA to have that inside you. But you've got to have it controlled and not over the top. So I think that's just from what the United coaches over the years gave me, and I think positioning. Wherever the manager wants me to play, I'm always willing to put a shift in and do my job. So I'm just happy to be out on the field, to be honest. Doesn't matter where I play.
Jamie Jackson, The Guardian.
Hi, Ollie. With regard to Anthony Martial, you've spoken about him in the past, you wanting to get more sort of poachers goals. He seems to be doing that. Are you also sort of pleased with how he's becoming kind of almost a powerhouse centre forward now? He's got a bit more strength, there's more barracking runs. Is that something which you worked on that you like to see?
Oh, definitely. Anto has made huge strides this season in many aspects of his game. Of course, I like him being scoring, being in between the posts, scoring, call it the simple goals, because we know we can do the world this, like he's done a few times. And he's in the gym a lot, and he's working on his fitness and strength with the fitness staff. They've done a fantastic job with him. He's physically at his best level, I think, in his career, and I'm just looking forward to seeing him improve even more. And there's more to come from Anthony, definitely.
Martin Schmidt from Bold.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Another question for Ole. As you said, this is the historic quarterfinal for FC Copenhagen. They've beaten the Scottish and the Turkish champions. Are you surprised to see them this far in the tournament? And if you could identify some main strength of Copenhagen?
No, I'm not surprised at all. I know how Ståle has built the club and what they're about. Of course, we have played against them when we were at Molde. I've known Ståle for such a long time. And Copenhagen's had a great history in getting to Europe and doing well in Europe. And I think Ståle's team, they've got individuals there. Very good players. There's young forwards, interesting. Three of them, to be fair, and experienced players in midfield and at the back. But I think the biggest strength is the teamwork and how well organised Ståle's teams always are.
Rob Dawson, ESPN.
Even at the later rounds of a major European tournament, but obviously there are no fans here. There are no fans in the stadium. It's a shortened tournament with one-leg games. If you were to go on and win it, would it mean as much, do you think, with all the changes that have had to be made to get it on?
Well, we are in a strange period and strange times at the moment, unprecedented, and we've just got to make the most of it. And if we're able to go through to the semis and then to a final, it would mean a lot to the players, the club, the supporters, the staff. Of course, we just have to make the best out of a difficult situation.
James Ducker.
Can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ollie, just you mentioned your goalkeepers before. I was just wondering if you'd made a decision on what is happening with Dean Henderson next season, and also, during your time as a striker at Man United, you obviously had enormous competition up front, and you continually sort of raised each other's standards. Do you feel Anthony, Marcus, and Mason are almost egging each other on?
I think it's, as you say, competition for places is important, and we're looking to have competition for places with that we have Dean, Sergio, David at the moment in the ranks. Lee, of course, the fantastic professional as he is, he's backing them up. But it'll be difficult, obviously, to keep three of them at the club. So we'll see what the decision will be there. Forward positions. Scoring goals is always good for strikers. Seeing others scoring goals, it gives you as well a little bit of an edge that you don't want to be behind them, but you also play for the team. And the three of them have been backing each other up. And for me, I hope they will develop and continue the development, because that's exciting times for United then in the next few years.
Daniel Faller.
For Ole, we're talking about you and Ståle. I have a special situation to have two Norwegian managers playing against each other. You being kind of new and Ståle being in the game for a long time, how do you see yourself up against Ståle? Who is the best Norwegian coach? The one with the results, or the one being in the by far biggest club?
First of all, it's not me against Ståle. We're not playing against each other. And Ståle's had a very good career. He's had about 750 games or something. I think I'm getting towards 400 as well. I've been a manager for almost 10 years, so I'm not that new. So that's it depends on what you think is new. Ståle is a bit older than me, you see, and you can probably see that by. Well, I'm turning grey. Hopefully, I'll keep the hair.
Chris Wheeler, the Mail.
Can you hear me, Ollie?
Yeah.
Hi there. I'll ask you about, obviously, you've got a Champions League place by finishing third this season. Has that taken the pressure off you going into the final stages of this competition? Now, there's not as much at stake, basically.
Well, I don't think so, because, you know, we went into this season knowing that Europa League is a great chance for us, one, to get a trophy, to get far in a tournament, but also to groom a few of the youngsters, and it was perfect for us. I think if we'd been in the Champions League this season, of course we all want to be in the Champions League, but I probably or maybe wouldn't have had the chance to play the likes of Brandon as much as we have, Mason, you know, so many of the young kids and the players that have now started what's going to be fantastic careers. So Europa League has always been about that as well. It's about keeping the squad together, having a group that is working together in giving people chances, which when they take them, Brandon sits next to me and is going to play in a quarter-final in the Europa League. Is a great achievement for him this season, and it's been perfect for us.
Okay, last question, Mads Glenn, well last.
Solskjaer, you have only lost one of the last 23 games. How do you see the team have changed the last five months?
Well, we have developed through the season. We've had a squad that's been working together, and of course there were a few changes in the January window that made us even stronger. But also the teamwork that we've done, all the principles, they were getting more and more in the group, and it's more and more natural, and we've found good form. Of course, we have good players. We got players back from injury, and 1 in 23 is one too many.
Okay, thank you everybody. That concludes the Manchester United press conference.